Nothing is more exciting than charging up and unleashing your ultimate in the heat of battle. However, how many of us actually know how the ultimate mechanic really works? What are the factors that contribute to the rate at which you gain your ultimate charge, and why does it charge more quickly for other characters? In this guide, I go over the interactions and technical numbers behind building your ultimate. To start, I want to explain how the ultimate charge system actually works. The way it's designed, each hero is assigned a certain amount of ultimate charge points to attain their ultimate. I made a chart here that compares and details the ultimate charge for every hero. You can click the link in the description below to take a closer look. The main takeaway from here is that each hero has their own specific amount of ultimate charge that needs to be filled in order to use their ultimate. Now let's move on to the 3 ways to build ultimate charge and how do each of those ways work. The first way is passively through the passage of time. Every hero gains 5 ultimate charge every second. That's why, over time, you will notice your ultimate meter slowly charging, regardless if you do any other actions. This rate varies depending on each hero's required ultimate charge. In this example, the Diva's remech takes 350 ultimate charge, so if we were to do nothing, it would take about 70 seconds for her to gain her mech back. The second source of ultimate charge is through damage. For every 1 point of damage you deal to an enemy hero's health, shield, or armor pool is given equivalently towards your ultimate charge. Using McCree as an example here, he requires 1,500 damage in order to gain his ultimate charge. So he needs to kill about 7 to 8 training bots who have 200 HP each. Unfortunately, it's not that straightforward in the game, so I also want to go over a few exceptions to this concept. The first one is, damaging barriers does not give any ultimate charge. Dealing damage to light blue regenerative shields, such as those on Zarya, does give ultimate charge. Doing damage to dark blue temporary shields, such as those on Doomfist and Lucio, also give ultimate charge. A big exception to this is Wrecking Ball's adaptive shields, which do not give any ultimate charge. I did a test regarding this in a separate video, which I have linked in the top right. It is the only outlier to general convention, and I believe Blizzard did this in order to make sure the hamster does not feed too much ultimate charge to the other team. If you knock an enemy off a ledge, you will gain ultimate charge equal to the amount of health they had before they died. So in this case, Lucio got 20% because he dealt all 500 HP of damage to the Reinhardt. Let's contrast that to this other clip where he boops off a Reinhardt with very limited amount of HP, and he pretty much gets no ult charge from that. Another thing to note is that you do not gain any ult charge from damage during the duration of your ultimate, and this applies to most heroes. The heroes that are still able to gain ultimate charge during the duration of their ultimate are Ashe, Diva, Hanzo, Torbjorn, Tracer, and Wrecking Ball. If you see in this example here, Ashe is still able to get her ultimate charge while Bob is still active. The final way of gaining ultimate charge is through healing. Every 1 point of healing gives 1 point of ultimate charge. And as with damage, there are also a few exceptions to note for healing as well. The big one is that you must heal damage from enemies. So self-inflicted damage that you heal does not give any ultimate charge. Self-healing on yourself does give ultimate charge, but again, it only applies to damage that has been done from enemies. And similar to damage, you cannot gain any ultimate charge during the duration of your ultimate. Another quick tip, if you or your teammate can do so without dying, resist taking a health pack while damaged, before or after a battle, so you can give your healers ultimate charge. Now that we understand how ultimate charge generates, for the last part of this video I want to take a little bit of time to highlight a few things that stick out to me when analyzing the ultimate chart I made. I was not aware until the making of this video that Lucio required the most ultimate charge out of all the heroes in the game. That's interesting considering there is no ultimate charge gained from using Speed Aura, and perhaps Blizzard made it this way since Lucio can gain ultimate charge faster with his AoE healing, and can also deal a decent amount of damage with solid aim. Also, I wasn't aware how quickly Tracer can gain her ultimate, and it makes sense to me why Blizzard nerfed the Pulse Bomb. Any competent Tracer would easily farm her Pulse Bomb and possibly have it every single fight, if not more. Lastly, I'm surprised to see that Soldier requires significantly more ultimate charge than Pharah or Junkrat, who in general deal more damage and at a faster rate. It is arguable that his ultimate is not nearly as effective as either of them, especially with all the possible counterplays. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you've learned something new. In conclusion, I think the ultimate charge mechanic is something we take for granted and don't really stop and think how it actually works. The implications to knowing these small things are many, but for the purposes of this video, I wanted to portray the facts and have you decide how you can use this information to your competitive advantage.